Check out how Judge Judy takes up a bird.
Who's bothering you?
Nobody.
And then he kind of smiles like, yeah, I better act right.
Maybe seated.
Hey, what's going on, random people? I got a good old school one here for you. Basically, her car got crashed by her because she was drinking. Let's stay tuned and check it
According
out.
to you, you got blotto drunk at the party.
Yes.
First dumb thing. And you went out to your car and passed out.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, Miss Thomas came out of the party and she drove the car home.
Yes.
That was her intention.
Yes.
And she got into the driver's seat, started the car.
You're going to notice
Seated
how
on her way,
young Judy
got
is
into a
very
car
much
accident,
different and very
you want
much
her to
more
pay for the damage
patient
to the car.
than older Judge
Yes.
Judy.
Okay. How long have you known Miss Thomas?
She's a mutual friend of a friend that we both know.
Did you make arrangements with her before you got to the party about what was going to happen if somebody drank too much?
That was already organized. My witness.
At least she had a designated driver. That was smart. At least she had a designated
Yeah,
driver.
there were designated drivers there at the party because she had planned for them to be there.
Okay. Now, when Miss Thomas came out, she got into the driver's seat. Were you aware that she was there?
I was asleep.
And what was the next thing that happened?
I woke up in an accident. I don't know what happened.
You don't know what happened.
I know we woke up in an accident. I knew that
That must be the craziest thing ever, to be dreaming and then wake up in an accident like, what the F?
According to you, dead drunk, right?
Yeah, I was asleep.
Drunk.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you don't really know what happened.
For the life of me, I never understand why people have a mission to drink to the point they don't remember nothing and they pass out. I never in my life would understand that.
Collapsed in the car, according to you, until the time you were in the accident and jolted from the accident.
Yes.
So, Miss Thomas, I'm going to turn to you. According to you, you came out of the party. Had you been drinking?
No. I had a drink. Let me correct myself. I had drunk prior to the party because they had a gathering before we went to the party.
What did you have to drink before you went to the
I
party?
had a cup of Hennessy. 1 cup.
Hey, look, I stereotype. I knew she drank Hennessy. She looked like she drank Hennessy.
No, I didn't drink at all.
Why?
Because in the party, I didn't have really not much money on me. And she had some
Hey,
kind of
I
drink
know
with
y'all
blue juice or
stereotype.
so
Tell me
forth.
she don't
I
look
know
like the
what it
friend
was.
who
But
broke
I
that be drinking
tasted,
off her
but I
friend's
didn't
drinks at the
actually,
club.
have a
Tell
drink
me.
on my own.
I don't care whose drink it was. You did have something to drink at the party.
Yeah.
You didn't have your drink, you had her drink.
Right.
Her blue juice.
Yeah, whatever.
What happened when you got to the car, Miss Thomas?
When we got to the car, we sat in the car for a little while.
Who's we?
Me, her, and 2 of her cousins.
I hope she's not talking about cigarettes because I really have a thing about cigarettes. I really hate cigarettes.
What?
We smoked. Cigarette smoke, cigarette.
Anything
Cigarette.
other than cigarettes?
No, ma'am.
Hey, everybody in the crowd was thinking the same thing Judge Judy was thinking about, and I was too, no lie.
After that, she was sleeping in the passenger seat. In the club several times, she told me at the table.
Wait, I thought this was a house party.
Keisha.
At the club?
She told me,
Wait a minute.
Can you drive? She kept
That's
on
a lie.
making. She kept on making suggestions and asking me questions. Could I drive? On our way going there, she said that she was really feeling the liquor or so forth. She was like, you might have to drive home. So I kind of set in my mind that I'm not going to drink too much, even though she did ask me did I have license. I told her I did not have license.
Okay.
I said, do you have license? She said, no, she don't have license neither.
Judge, I had a license since I was 16 years old, and I was always told, do not let anyone drive your car without a license.
I was about to say, you better have a good rebuttal to that no license thing, because if not, she was going to really get on her about it.
You did not have a license, Miss Thomas. There came a point when you got into the car and started to drive the car.
Yes, ma'am.
Want to explain to me why?
I drove home because I didn't have a way home. And we were the only ones left.
They say when you take a little
at the party
pause
at
like
the
that,
time.
usually you're about to lie or you're lying.
She kept making it secure for me to drive home.
Just a minute. You get into the car.
She wasn't
She's
asleep
asleep.
at that time.
Listen, pay attention to me, Miss Thomas. You get into the car. Is she asleep in the car?
Pay attention to that body
Okay,
language.
she
See how
was
she's leaning all over the table like
But
that?
when it
That's
was
very
time for us to
telling.
get ready to go, that I had her keys. Ma'am, my thing is,
I always think
if
it's funny
have
when I see the
permission
other
to
person
drive your
staring
car,
the other
how did I
person
get your
down like
keys?
that.
Just a minute. Don't ask me any questions.
That's what I'm saying. How did I get your keys?
Just listen to me.
They were in valet
Listen to me.
parking.
You got into the car, into the driver's seat of the car.
Mm-hmm.
Did you, when you got into the car, before you started the car. Have any conversation with her at all?
Yes, I had a conversation with her. She started throwing up. I had turned to her, and
You know, it's crazy. She was so drunk, she can't even say if she was lying or not. I mean, maybe her friends told her the truth, but she can't really say nothing.
and not into her car. I was trying to help her out. I wiped her with one of her children's diaper towels. I helped her put her seatbelt on, and I asked her, was you ready?
Are y'all stereotyping like me? Because to me, that sounded like a little bit of a fib, just a little bit.
Okay, the accident prior to us on our way home, I had asked her, could I make a stop? She was intoxicated, I don't know if she remembers, so forth. However, I'm coming up 55th. I stopped at the stop sign. I looked both ways. I didn't see no car. As I hit, going on over to the intersection, bam, a car out of where it came from, I don't know. I didn't see no lights. I didn't see anything. It just hit us. Bam. I shook her, and I just told her that these gentlemen has just ran into us, that we had a car accident. What? Or whatever she pops up out of her, she's like, we had a
I don't know
car
about
accident.
y'all, but I've never seen a
We're in
drunk
the
person
middle of the
just
street.
hop
I
up
backed
and
the
jump
car
up.
And I parked it where we would be off the middle of the street. So here come these two gentlemen. They all ranching and raving. She's mad that we's in an accident. These gentlemen, we two women out here, it's 2, 3 in the morning. We're by ourselves, and it's two men, and then they ranching and raving. I don't know what they're gonna try to do to us.
I gotta give it to her. She tells a good story. She makes it sound good.
I'm not gonna let nobody, do nothing, no harm to me. I said to them, no, it's not my fault. That says, how everyone you get in an accident, they want to blame you. I'm trying to calm her down to explain to her what went on. I'm trying to explain to these gentlemen what went on.
You don't gotta explain to them. They was there.
I have family. So I asked her, I said, Keisha, come on with me and get out the car for the police or anybody. We involve the police or however. You're drunk, and
It don't matter if they smell the liquor. You're the one that's driving. As long as they don't smell liquor on you, you're
and she
good.
would not agree with me at all.
Fine, so the police arrived at the scene?
No, I had left the scene.
Yeah, she left me.
I left because she refused to help.
You left the scene.
Yes, I left the scene and went
Oh
to
my
cousin.
God, please tell me I heard that. She left the scene. She just told the judge she left the scene. Not only did she leave the scene, she went to her cousin's house. There's so much to unpack here. She left to her cousin's house, and so she just left her alone with these men, and she went to her cousin's house. Some friend she is.
Her for wrecking her car. Tanya says it was the other driver's fault.
So you left your friend alone at 3 o'clock in the morning
Yes, ma'am.
in the car with two men
Two men that she was talking to, that she was making.
Wait. She thinks that helps her case. She thinks what she said just helped her case.
called the police because you said you didn't know what these two men were going to do to you. You said that to me a moment ago. You didn't know what they were going to cause any harm to you. So you leave your friend who's drunk with these two strangers, even though you were in fear, and you didn't go immediately to call the police?
No, ma'am.
Well, that was a big mistake.
There's so many red flags here. This is the type of friend you don't want. This is the type of friend you do not want or need in your
He
circle.
called the police prior to me calling, before I could call.
I'm not ready for you yet.
Okay.
So you heard the two gentlemen calling the police,
I heard, yes, ma'am.
and you took off.
No.
Yes, you did. You left. Hey, you left. You didn't wait for the police. Miss Thomas, you didn't wait for the police.
Yes. All right.
We all know you didn't wait. Just stop fighting her on this. We know you
Yes,
didn't wait.
ma'am.
How much later?
Right afterwards.
Were the police there when you arrived?
Yes.
Oh,
They arrived at the same time I arrived.
okay. Did they give you a breathalyzer test?
No, ma'am.
She asked her that because she's thinking the same thing we all are.
Sign,
No, they gave me a ticket for no license.
but not for running the stop
No,
sign.
ma'am.
She didn't even give the police her real name because she don't have a license.
Well, they must have asked for her license.
She don't have a. That's what they wrote her a ticket for, not having a license.
Well, that's what I'm saying to you. They
Okay.
Okay.
Did y'all catch that? Judy said for not running the stop sign. She never said she ran the stop sign.
Tell me your name.
I'm Loretta Smith.
Miss Smith, how are you related to, or how do you know these two young women?
This is my cousin, and it was my son's birthday party.
Where the heck is this
And I
party at? She had a son's
already
party
had
at the club?
designated drivers, and Miss Thomas was not one of my designated drivers. By me being a mother, there is no way I would let Miss Thomas get behind the car without no driver's license and and she was drinking.
How many children do you have?
Have one.
How old is your child?
Judge
Judy
Judy was
went on
really
28.
soft
Where
on
was
her
she that
witness
night?
right now.
She was at my auntie house.
At your aunt's house?
Yeah, overnight.
How come you drank so much? Make you
You
sick?
know, it was a surprise party, and we were just having a good time. I had 2 drinks. I'm not a drinker, so I had 2 drinks, and it was way past my limit.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but people who usually don't drink past their limit. I think she always drinks.
Drivers.
This is the first time I've seen people have pre-designated drivers at a party.
Now,
There.
did you have, what's your last name?
I'm Smith.
Ms. Smith, did you have a conversation personally with Ms. Thomas about providing a driver to drive the car home?
No, ma'am.
So you did not?
No, I did not know Miss Thomas. What I knew is I had a designated driver.
That's not my question.
Was
My
it
question
designated
was, you
drivers
did
for
not have
everybody
a
or just for
discussion
certain
with Ms.
people?
Thomas.
No, ma'am.
About
No, ma'am.
providing a driver to go home.
No, ma'am.
Okay. And according to Miss Jones, she was dead drunk in the front seat of the car.
Yes.
So you have Miss Jones, who may know that you had a designated driver,
Right.
but she's totally incoherent.
See, the younger Judge
And Ms.
Judy
Thomas
was
doesn't
much more
know,
easier
according to you,
than the older
that
Judge Judy.
designated driver, because you never had a conversation with her.
Right.
Thank you. Sit down.
In my opinion, she was soft on her dang witness.
To drive a car without a license, whether she gave you permission to or not. You were wrong. You don't know.
She didn't have to drive her car. She just didn't want to be stranded. She knew she didn't have a license, and she knew she wasn't supposed to be driving that car.
Possible, very possible, that she got into the car and she said, "You ready to go? Let's go." And you said, "Yeah, let's go." That's possible. You can't tell me it's not possible because you don't remember because you were drunk.
Okay, can I just say one thing? She claims that she was waking me up all this time. I should have been woke.
Yeah, that's not true. When you pass out drunk, it's harder for you to stay awake. That's not true.
Go and make another stop on 55th San Pedro, which is 2 miles away from my house.
People who want to act responsibly are not supposed to put themselves in a position where they're so inebriated that they don't remember what happened. That's what you did.
All right.
Now, Ms. Thomas didn't know that there was a designated driver,
Okay.
according to your witness.
I'm not surprised she's only partially responsible. I mean, she's passed out drunk, so I knew she was going to be partially
You're
responsible.
nuts. Because you were driving without a license, you had something to drink that night, and in addition to that, whether you say this car came out of nowhere, you had a stop sign. So you're wrong. When you have a stop sign and the car is coming out, you didn't see lights, you didn't see anything. That's not the car's
I
problem.
stopped at
That's
the
your
stop sign.
You
So-
may have
Judge Judy, like, look, you ran that stop sign. Forget it, you ran
does
it.
not relieve you of responsibility, Miss Thomas.
Well,
You're
I
not
did not-
supposed to. Speaking. You're not only supposed to stop at the stop sign. You're supposed to stop at the stop sign until it is totally clear for
It
you
was
to go.
clear for me
Pay
to go.
attention. It wasn't clear for you to go because the car didn't drop out of the sky.
And for y'all who know, she did that good old California roll. That's what she did. She rolled to that stop
The
sign.
car had the right of way, and you did not.
Okay.
If the car hit you in the middle of the intersection, the car had the right of way, and your car either jumped the stop sign or didn't stop long enough for you to see that there was a car coming in the intersection where that car had the right of way. So you are at least.
Hey, you know, while I'm over here judging her, it could have been the guys who ran the stop sign for all I know.
No.
You had,
She had
you
no insurance. No.
How did she know?
Just a minute.
I had liability insurance
Hey, she looked at the judge like, how she gonna tell me what I got? Don't tell me what I got. I know what I got.
or insurance. Even I had liability. It wouldn't
You had
do us
no
no good
insurance
because
at
we
all.
got hit.
No insurance
how
at
does
all.
she know?
Listen
Neither
to
party
me
had
carefully. Did you?
She better keep it together and don't argue so she can at least get half of this money.
Probably didn't have collision insurance.
I didn't have full coverage.
You
None.
didn't have. All right, now let me see the bill for the car.
Oh, the bill. This is a promissory note because she pulled 2 knives on me, mind you, 2 big butcher knives. Talking about she's going to kill me.
Did I just pull the knife?
So I guess it's safe to say they're not friends anymore, but that sounds really interesting, 2 big knives. So basically she's going to be paying for at least half her car at this point. I'm really interested to see what this promissory note has to say about this.
Real cases, real people. Judge.
Now, if this promissory note has any evidence that she's supposed to be paying her back any type of money, she might get the full thing.
This makes it easy. Is this a promissory note that you're offering into evidence?
No,
Madam,
this-
pay attention.
Okay, this is a note that when the police came,
Oh,
they
it was
made her write
police.
this note. I didn't ask for them to write this note, but
Oh,
they
you
tried
didn't
resolve it, and they
This
said
was
to take
May
her.
8th. The accident was on April 15th.
This was going months.
This is the first time I've ever seen a girl with chicken scratch handwriting.
Are these your two signatures on this?
Yes.
Is this your signature?
The way
on
she's
this?
smiling, you think it's going to help her more than it's going to hurt her.
5th at 9:30, I, Tonya Thomas, gave Keisha Jones $100. I will be willing to give Leisha another $100 on June 5th, 2000. Now, is that for the accident?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, this was just, you know, month by month or whatever, because she owes me $11.80.
For what?
But I needed another transmission for my car. The way we was hit, my car spent around and the transmission busted.
So is what
Maybe
you're
the other
telling
guys
me
did run the
that
stop
this
sign because they got hit
other
that hard for the
$100
transmission to get messed
He
up.
was not in full satisfaction of what you thought she
No.
owed you.
No,
Well, I'm trying to figure out, madam, exactly how much it was to fix your car.
$11.80.
Now, I see $206 and $350.
Estimate that the mechanic gave me, which is another transmission.
I don't have, I'm not dealing with that. I have this estimate here, right here.
That's a receipt.
206 and 350.
It's looking like this note might save her after
So far
all.
was 350, which is all you paid so far.
Yes.
Where is the car now?
I parked at my dad's house because I had to take it out the shop. I didn't have enough money to get the transmission.
Man, so far this case is crazy, man. Let me know what y'all think in the
All you paid
comments.
for the car thus far, and the only estimate that you have.
This is the estimate.
Let me see that card.
I mean, he said it got his card and it has the amount.
She might not be trying to get over on her, but that mechanic might be trying to get over on her, if y'all know what I
What he gave
mean.
me.
Dang, y'all see that back then? Only $700 for parts and labor for a transmission.
I have
At the
about
club.
$225 worth
That's
of
a lot.
belongings that was left at her cousin's house that I got dressed at.
Man, let me know if y'all believe her. She said she had $200 worth of stuff. I don't believe that at all.
You gave her $100 so far?
Yes.
Between what it cost, which she paid for, which was $350. Cost of a transmission is $450. That's for a used transmission. Does that sound right to you, Bird?
Sounds about right.
Then you have
Man, that don't just sound right. That sounds lovely. I don't know where this country has gone. $700.
And I find that you are 50% responsible for what happened that night. You placed yourself in a position where you could not responsibly get home. Put your hand down. You talked? You talked? I'm talking.
Hey, old Judge Judy would have told her to uncross those
Get
arms.
home that night. I find that, right or wrong, since you don't remember, I take her for her word that she got your consent, even your drunken consent, to drive the car home.
The face she's making right there is a face that people be making before they get sentenced to jail.
Either run
Funny.
a stop sign.
So there you go, guys. She got $450 up out of it. The judge was easy on both of them, if you ask me. But stay tuned, guys. There'll be more videos coming. Once again, it's Random TV.